Hey everyone, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about neck stiffness in a little bit more detail and talking about some of the things that I didn't mention in previous videos where I've talked about this neck stiffness or neck tightness. So before I get into any more details, time for the intro. I was asked to talk a little bit more about neck stiffness as a requested video. Now, I did actually cover what neck stiffness feels like for me in a video that I did when my channel was pretty much brand new. I did it in 2019. I have talked about this topic before, but that video is quite old, and things have changed since that first video that I did on it. I know I talk about neck stiffness and neck tightness also quite a bit because it's honestly a really common symptom that I get. It's usually one of the first symptoms that I notice when my symptoms are getting worse, or I'm getting a migraine, or I'm about to experience an increase in symptoms. It's along the lines of fatigue and the actual headaches for me as to how I know how I'm feeling and how I judge how I'm feeling. As I mentioned, I have already done a video on neck stiffness and neck tightness and what it feels like for me, but I'll just give another brief description of what I often deal with. I'll actually show you on here. So I'll just pull my hair back. So my neck stiffness or neck tightness will often be right here. So what'll happen is my neck will start feeling quite tight in here, and sometimes it'll even go down into my shoulders. I don't know whether the best way to describe this is a neck stiffness or a neck tightness, because what happens for me is the neck muscles will tense up really, really tightly, but at the same time, my neck will feel so stiff that I have trouble doing this. One of the things I actually asked my neurologist about was about the nausea that I was having, and because I often get nausea when I have migraines too, and I was told it could be from the pain. And so I honestly believe that the main reason why I get nauseous is because of this neck tightness, resulting in a lot of pain. For me, honestly, I don't really know how much the headaches actually cause pain, but when my neck tightness when my neck is really stiff, gets really bad, my pain levels go up dramatically. I'm sure it's partly due to the headaches, but when my neck doesn't hurt that bad, my pain levels aren't that bad. When I get nauseous, that's often when I have to take my medication. So I use naproxen. When I get above a certain pain level or I start to feel nauseous, I'll often take this medication. As for other things, I have that ice helmet that I use. I haven't used it very much actually at all in the past little bit. But if my neck is really bothering me, I do like to have that on my head. I just haven't had to use it much because my migraines and headaches haven't been that bad. The only time they're really, really bad right now is during my period or before and after my periods. There are other times of the month where they can be bad too, but it's not as predictable as around my period. When I take the naproxen, it sometimes will help dull it so that it's no longer making me nauseous, so I'm able to tolerate it, or it'll dull it enough if my pain isn't as severe that I hardly notice it. There's usually almost always a little bit of pain if I'm going through a bit of a flare-up. There's no way for me that I found to completely get rid of pain, even if I'm taking over-the-counter medication using my helmet. I didn't actually write this down on my notes here, but I have used a heating pad on the back of my neck sometimes too, along with ice. So alternating ice and heat when it gets really, really stiff and tight back there. I haven't had to do that for quite a while, but if it does get really bad to the point where nothing is helping, then I will often go to that particular level of trying to go back between ice and heat. I know that when I'm in the shower too, and if I'm not feeling very good, that I'll often turn the heat up on the water and just let it run down again that one part of the back of my neck. It seems to really help, not only with the actual heat, but with having the force of the water hitting back there. I know the one time I was complaining about tightness in the back of my neck and I was recommended to go to massage therapy. I haven't done that, but it's another thing that I am considering, is maybe doing that, going to a massage therapist. It's not really something I've thought a lot about, but it would be another option if I wanted to do that. One of the reasons why I have to do my meditation down here on my bed is because of the neck stiffness. I actually have to have pillows around me because after sitting still for, it's usually about more than a half an hour with my neck sitting up, it usually starts to get quite sore. Even if I'm not really experiencing any neck tightness or stiffness at the time, I notice that my neck will be quite sore. So I often do have to use pillows or have some type of support when I'm doing the meditation. And if I didn't do my meditation right here, I'd probably be making every excuse not to do it, and then I'm not getting any of the benefit out of it. This is also a symptom that I often notice will be worse at some times, but hardly noticeable at others. So there'll be times when I have hardly any neck tightness or neck stiffness, and then other times where it's one of the things that I notice is really, really bad. If you guys are enjoying my content, please feel free to subscribe. When you subscribe, you actually help me reach more people with IIH and migraines, as well as help us raise awareness for IIH and migraines at the same time. When you subscribe, be sure to hit the notification bell so you never miss any of my upcoming future content. If you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to like and follow. If you enjoyed this particular video, be sure to give it a like. And as for now, that's it for today. Bye, everyone.